message. And we can get caught up with the notes. But every single time we're singing these verses, we're going to come off at the same time. So I'm going to conduct us, and we're just going to talk it through. Okay. So right from the start. So let me just remind you. I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to stop you straight off when you were having such a fine time. But this is an emergency. Your house is all on fire. And if we do not rise up now, all this will turn to ashes. Okay? So that last line is whispered. The line before, louder, 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 louder. If we do not rise up now, just like you were doing that R sound from the hum, really keep singing through it, then really quiet and really clicked. All this will turn to ashes. Okay, let's try it. Let's try verse 1. 3, 4, 1. I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to stop you when you were having such a fine time. But this is an emergency. Your house is on fire. And if we do not rise up now, me your music, I'll write in where it's meant what your line is. But let me play it for you. And so we have to rise up now. And then you're doing the same as the altos. And form the rebellion. Sing it with me, tenors. Here we go. And so we have to rise up now and form the rebellion. One more time. And so and form the rebellion. Okay, so first time, basses. And so we have to rise the other. And then you go up to the what looks like the tenor part. All this night will be for fighting. So you're just crossing out the bottom few, all of those 16th notes. You're crossing out the bottom line. You end up on that bottom A. But your line goes from what looks like the tenor part. All this night, oh no, and form the rebellion.
So you're singing A, the last 16 notes of A.
Say that again.
The last 16 notes is an A.
Yes. Okay. Let's try just really slowly to hear those harmonies together. And so we have, and so we have to rise up now, tenors. And so we have to rise up now, basses. Okay. Sopranos, altos, tenors, basses. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so we have to rise up now. Let's do that. Double the volume. How do you double the volume? You use those stomach muscles. You pull your belly in, so you fill up with air, and you now. Whoa! Just pulling in, it's all coming out, because that's your power source. So we're not, no, you're not struggling from here. It's all coming from here. I know you've got masks on. Let's hear this is the loudest part every single time we sing it. Ready? 3, 4, and so we have to rise up now. Yes. Whisper. Join the rebellion. Just whisper. Just whisper. We're just going to try whispering and join the rebellion, and then we're going to sing it without notes at all. Let's just try it, just to try it out. So, and join. So, have to rise up now. Let's do that again. 3, 4, and so we have to rise up now. Okay, last time. So we have to rise up now and form the rebellion. We're going to get even louder in this last bit, so we're not dropping down in this one. Ready? 3, sorry. Singing the last line, because we're not dropping it at all. Yes, it's the last verse that is only 2 lines long. So we don't sing the first part at all. Verse 5 is a shortened one, and it's only those 2 phrases. If you see that? And so we have to rise up now and join the rebellion, straight to repeat. And so we have to rise up now and form the rebellion. Okay? Yes, we stay as loud and getting as even louder if you can. And form the, and slower as well. And form the rebellion. So that takes you to the n or the ing sound, and then I'll do that to bring us off. Okay, let's just do that last verse, and so 3, 4, and so we have to rise up now and form the rebellion. Yes, okay, good. Now I don't think whispering is going to completely, but I want you to think about it as though you're whispering. All this will turn to ashes. Let's just do all 5 of that last line of music. So all this will turn to ashes, or we will soon be drowning. And whisper for 4, and then sing loudly and getting louder on number 5. Okay, let's try it. Sopranos, tenors and altos, basses. So I'll give you 3, 4, 1, all this. Okay.
The note changes you gave us, is that for every time or just
Every single time. Yeah, every time. All this will be for fighting, or whatever it is. Okay. All this will turn to ashes to start with. Really, really quiet. 3, 4, 1. All this will turn to ashes. Okay. 3, 4, 1. All this will turn to. Good, it's getting better. All this night will be fighting. Really emphasize the beginning of the words when you're doing it. So fighting, and let it just really drop off, like you're ping, ping, fighting. Good. Verse 4. 3, 4, 1. Good. 3, 4, 1. Yes, great. Okay, so I'm going to do a lot of before you come in every time. That's kind of think the best way to do it. So, but this is an emergency. Don't worry about, we don't want that held on a long time. Emergency. Your house is all on fire. When I go, that's the time that you're breathing to come in after me. So try and be ready for that. And I know it's difficult because the words go down and your parts don't go down, so I know it's difficult to read them. If you can lift your folders so that you're always watching. I know it's a tall order because I can't follow the words and what verse we're on, so the more that we can all practice, the better we will be at it and jumping in the right thing. So let's sing it all the way through. Great. 3, 4, 1. I'm sorry.
My friend, I didn't ask
When you were
my answer.
can you just put a line through that tie, because we're not having it sing into the next measure. I didn't want to stop you. I'm just talking to my friend. I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to stop you. When you were happy, okay, so straight off. Put a cross through the note that's there at the beginning of measure 3. We are not singing it. Okay, the other ones we're holding on. Time. If anyone wants a pencil. Okay, edge of the seats. I'm sorry, like really watching me. I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to stop you. Good. You were having such a hard time. And if we do, look at me and the words. 3, 4, 1. I'm sorry, my friends. I didn't want to trouble you when you were having the waters are climbing. Watch and good. You're getting the hang of it. You're slowing me down. So really watch. 3, 4, 1. I'm sorry, my friend. And now we're nearly out of time. The waters are unclimbing, and so we all this night will be for fun. Good. Getting better every verse. And go. I'm sorry, my children. I didn't want to frighten you. This is an emergency. Our just have obeyed us. And so we have joined the rebellion. And so we have to rise up and go on. Good. I will get better at doing it. The one thing you need to, I think, at measure 5, that's the point that you're missing of coming in the next bit. This is an emergency. The waters. This is an emergency. Our leaders have all failed us. Excuse my voice. Great. Let's sing. We're going to be singing some resistance songs that all of the choir are going to be singing. So one of them is The Tide is Rising. You know what key it is in?
No lyrics.
There's no lyrics.
Just listen.
Do we know what key it is? The tide is rising, and so are we. Say it again. The tide is rising, and so are we. Say it again. The tide is rising, and so are we. This is where we were called to be. This is where we were called to be. This is where we were called to be. Tune. I'll just sing the tune and then we'll join in again. And next verse. The task is mighty, and so are we. The task is mighty, and so are we. The task is mighty, and so are we. This is where we were called to be. This is where we are called to be. The storm is raging. The storm is raging, and so are we. The storm is raging, and so are we. Fantastic. We're going to sing a few songs. We've got 3 songs that we're going to teach the audience as they're coming in, and then we're going to be singing together with them in the concert. Let's, before we go to our break, go straight to All Through the Night. Just quickly run through the harmonies for us. Altos. Okay, tenors. Basses. Up or down is fine. Or if you can't reach that note. Okay, great. Let's try together. Oohs and ahs. Sopranos, altos, tenors, basses. Tenors. Good altos. Tenors, I'll sing with you. Beautiful. Okay, great. Altos, you've got it. Lovely. Once you get that note, you're all okay. Nice. Let's just recap on the Welsh. The 4 words we have to learn, I've written it out phonetically, so we've got a as in ar, and then you roll your r's, so ar. If you can't roll your r's, just go, doesn't matter, let other people roll them around you. And then heed my words, heed, as in umbrella, and then Norse, as in the Norse people, as you would say, but you take the out of the middle. Norse. Okay, good. So instead of the second time, when we sing this 3rd time around, it says at the bottom there, we'll sing ooh, ar, hyd, a Norse. Let's try it. Tenors, have you got any questions? I think you're getting it. It's just a question of singing a little louder, and I will play with you, play along with you. Sopranos, altos, tenors, basses. This is verse 3, oohs and ar, hyd, a Norse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't delay with the coming down, because everyone's waiting for you to finish the Norse sound in tenors there. Beautiful. Okay, the last time through we sing the English words. They're written at the bottom of the stave. You might want to just write them underneath your particular line so you can follow it. Tenors, bass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stars look down and tell a story all through the night. Here's the way to glory valley. Yes, beautiful. So nice and warmly. I'm singing it in Welsh. That's why you're oohing and ahhing. Yeah. So let's run through it for the whole 4 verses. I'll sing the parts that I can. It goes very high, so I need to do other things with my voice to sing up there. The first time through, we are, I think, going to hum it in unison. So you just hum the melody. So. harmonies from here. Just hum your harmonies. On that last line for me to hear. 1, ready, 3, 4. Okay, forget the melody. That sounds too beautiful. Let's hum it in harmony. So harmony all the way through. Verse number 1 is hummed. I love the image of this. If this would have been sung, there were so many male voice choirs all the way through the most difficult time in the story of Welsh history. Well, one of the most difficult times since the Industrial Revolution, with going down the coal mines. And there were male voice choirs that were created in each coal mine, and everybody was part of it. So what the men had was singing to express themselves, and they'd come up, quite often they'd go down the mine before it was light, and they'd come up after it was dark, but they would hum and sing in the male voice choir. So they would be singing their way back home again and saying goodbye to one another. And the story, we're singing this, we've sung it once before at the Paul Robeson connected thing, that concert that we did, and we're back with Paul Robeson again. Paul Robeson met a group of Welsh miners coming to protest in London. They'd walked all the way from Cardiff, which is a 400-mile walk. They'd walked with their banners because they couldn't afford the train ride because there was a miners' strike, and they were petitioning for that. They had nothing back at home. Paul Robeson met them, joined them in their protest, stood with them, sang with them, and then hired a railway carriage, paid for a railway carriage, filled it with food, and put the miners in it to send them back home again to the community. And he would regularly visit and put on concerts there and join them in the male voice choir. So there's a real connection with Paul Robeson and Cymru, which is beautiful. Paul Robeson would also sing all through the night to close lots of his concerts, always when he was in the UK, but I think around other places, and tell about the Welsh miners and their struggle. So just imagine that. You know, this is the warmest song. We don't have to do any silly tip of the tongue stuff. We just have to just bathe in the sounds and enjoy the harmonies. It's that kind of song. So let's sing it through, and then we'll go straight into our break. So as you can see at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're humming, but forget it's not just a melody. We're going to hum all of the harmonies because it sounds really beautiful. Verse 2 and 3 is the Welsh, and so you're oohing and ahhing, and then the third verse you're joining with me, and ar hyd y nos, and then verse 4 we're singing the translation. It's not the regular version of All Through the Night. It is a much more direct translation from the Welsh, so I wanted to kind of represent it. So sopranos, altos, tenors, basses. Tenors, even if you're not confident. We'll have a count of 4 between each one. I said 2, 3, 4. O mor siriol gwen ar seren ar hyd y nos. I o lew I chwaer ddaiaren ar hyd y nos. Nos yw henaid pan thou custom singing you part tennis I harddi dyn ei hwyr ddydd rhwng ein golau gwan i'n gilydd ar hyd y nos. 1, 2 stars look down. Here we go. Stars look down and tell a story all through the night. Here's the way to Glory Valley all through the night. Other light seems merely darkness, as true beauty shines upon us. Heaven's family peaceful o'er us all through the night. We're going to sing 2 more times at the end. Ar hyd y nos, ar hyd y nos. So, yeah, kind of feels like it needs to, doesn't it? So, all through the night, ar hyd y nos. Yes, thank you. Beautiful. We have a break for...
Not yet. Hello. Great. So before we take a break, I want to share a couple things so we can be doing them during the break if we have the time and the inclination. So we have sign-ups over here, and this is for concert tasks that we would love for folks to volunteer for. I'm going to list them out a little bit, but if you have questions before you would be willing to sign up, ask myself or Karen. Or if you sign up and you go, but now what does that mean? Ask myself or Karen. And so just quickly, we've got picking up the generator, which will be brought to Thorndon Park on the day of by like 3:30 for the concert. And then there's organizing and being at a table. So there's a table for tickets and welcoming. There's a table for Syracuse Cultural Workers products, one for water and cookies, and one for sign making. Again, we'll share some more details. And then we'd also love if there is somebody who's up for helping to coordinate other organizations coming to table, as in like outreaching to them, talking to Cliff at OGs Against Gun Violence, talking to folks from Onondaga Nation, Syracuse Peace Council, anybody else you think of, so sort of being in contact with them and helping to make sure they have a table. Let me know. It's an organizing job. If not, I'll do it. Collecting money from the audience. So this is not for singers, but sign up somebody you know who's coming and good and can move around the crowd with a basket. Picking things up from the office before, is this just a general, there'll be things to pick up here? Okay. Camping lanterns. It's going to get dark at the end. So we need some lights, some lanterns, so just put your name down there if you can bring some. We've already got you on our mental list. Perfect, thank you. And then we've got filling up and carrying a water jug with ice. And then we don't know how many puppets we are going to bring, but if you are willing to and have a car that can fit some puppets, that's another task. So put your name up there if you can do it, or if you can't get up there to do it, tell us somehow.
Or a friend.
Or sign up or ask a friend. Don't just sign them up without asking them first. Or sign them up, ask them, let us know. There are a lot more posters up here and a few more big posters. 3 more. Okay. So if you are going to take one, please tell us where you're bringing it. There's a sheet here that you can use to tell us where you're going to hang one up. Thank you for doing that. A lot of folks are already bringing them around. Greetings. So if you've sung with the choir before, you know that in our physical program, which we will have again, there are sponsors. There's a whole bunch of info about what we're singing, and there's greetings from either the choir members or our grandmas, or anybody who wants to say something to the choir. So there are sheets back there, and we would love your messages. Sometimes they're very personal, the choir means a lot to me, that kind of thing, and sometimes they're very political. Wendy Yost always puts in a Remember to Vote one. The theme this season is the right to live in peace, so anything related to that, we would love those kinds of messages as well. So fill one out yourself or ask somebody. There's a sheet you can use. And we still have 1 more week for that, and also for sponsors. If anybody thinks of like a new restaurant, or like your hairdresser, or a cool organization that you think would sponsor the choir and put essentially an ad into the program, please let me know. I would love to either ask them myself, or love for you to ask them if you have a relationship with them. That is much appreciated. That's it for now. We'll take 10 minutes and we'll come back with there are CDs in the back. If you haven't picked one up yet, please pick one up. We'll make more announcements later. Okay, great. Thanks. Yes?
Where are we going to be in Thornton Park? At the pool? Is that right?
We will be at where the pool is in Thornton Park for the concert. So we'll be singing essentially right where the parking lot is, and then facing out towards that lawn, and people can sit on the lawn. And I'll say this again because I know not everyone's listening anymore, but dress rehearsal is July 9th from 10 to 1. Write that down. It's not TBD anymore, that is the announcement.
That's one of the songs we're going to be doing. We're going to teach the audience, and it's a song from the Poor People's Campaign. And I don't know who the author is, so I just attributed it to the Poor People's Campaign. But they played it at I went to the march. It was very amazing. Diane. So is Diane here tonight? Oh, there you are. Hey, Diane. She went. She could talk a lot about the Poor People's Campaign. So if everybody could just take a seat, and do you want to just, I have a few verses it's like kind of a zipper song. So the structure is just, hang on. The lead goes, somebody's trying to do something, right? So at the march they said, somebody's trying to steal my vote, and it's gone on, and then the response is far too long. And it's gone on, and it's gone on. Somebody's stealing our votes, and it's far too long. And we won't be silenced anymore. So that's the whole thing, right? And but I think, since it's a sing-along, the lead could just start with somebody's trying to steal my vote. It's gone on, far too long. It's gone on. It's gone on. And then we can all sing somebody's, if you know what the zipper part is. Somebody's stealing our votes, and it's gone on far too long, and we won't be silent anymore.
So we could just sing that whole thing at the end. Yeah, so I'm going to just play you see if I can, well, okay. Note here. Hang on. Okay. Somebody's stealing our votes now, and it's gone on far too long, far too long. And if you can find a note, that's good for you, but, or no, and it's gone on. Yeah, far too long, that's good, right? Far too long, and it's gone on far too long, and it's gone on. Right? And then far too long, but you can do, far too long. So you can do that up there if you want. Far too long, or far too long, far too long. Yeah, just find just a note, just sing along. Okay? So you want to try it? All right. So let's try with, somebody's controlling my body, and it's gone on. It's gone on. I say it's gone on. Somebody's controlling my body, and it's gone on. And we won't be silent anymore. Somebody's got too much money, and it's gone on. Oh, it's gone on. I say it's gone on. Yeah, somebody's got too much money, and it's gone on far too long, and we won't be silent anymore. Somebody's killing our children, and it's gone on. Oh, it's gone on. I say it's gone on. Somebody's killing our children, and it's gone on. And we won't be silent anymore. Anybody got one?
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever checked out the PS22 choir? It's a kids choir from New York City. It's in a public school. PS22, just Google it. These kids are fabulous, and they're always moving. Like, that's the big thing the director does. And I would suggest that you try, if you're uncomfortable, just do one finger, but move something.
Let's try this. Anybody who can stand and is willing to stand up. Let's stand up. Because it's really great. You got to move around. Yeah. Or if you're really good at moving your seat, move in your seat. That. And I think yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Look. Somebody's killing our planet, and it's gone on. Oh yeah, it's gone on. I say it's gone on. Yeah, somebody's killing our planet, and it's gone on far too long, and we won't be silent anymore. Oh yeah, somebody's got too much money, and it's gone on. Oh yeah, it's gone on. I say it's gone on. Everybody, somebody's got too much money, and it's gone on far too long, and we won't be silent anymore. Anybody have one they want to think of one? Is it good? Zipper line? Somebody's what? Oh yeah, yeah. What? Somebody's been lying to us, and it's gone on. Oh yeah, it's gone on. I say it's gone on. Yeah, somebody's been lying to us and it's gone on. And we won't be silent anymore. Somebody's killing our planet and it's gone on. Oh yeah, it's gone on. I say it's gone on. Yeah, somebody's killing our planet and it's gone on. And we won't be silent anymore. What? Somebody's making war, and it's gone on. Oh yeah, you know it's gone on. Too long, you know it's gone on. Yeah, somebody's making war, and it's gone on. And we won't be silent anymore. And we won't be silent anymore. One more time, everybody. And we won't be silent anymore. Woo. Yeah, good. That was fun. So we're gonna do. Wait, that's not mine. Yeah. Oh, thanks. I'll get that later. We're going to do El Derecho de Vivir en Paz, the right to live in peace. This is Colleen, by the way. And so the ensemble practiced, and why don't we practice more? But in a minute, we'll go over, we'll do well, we'll do, oh. Can we put an A chord on the piano? Okay. Let's see. Oh, what's that? It's a little. It's a high pitched It's outside. So, that's the note. El derecho. Oh yeah. El derecho. I love. Have you tried turning it on and off? Just turn it on and off. See, I just tried. Have you tried turning it on and off?
You have the other mic on? It wasn't working. Oh, it's just saying that it's on.
Where is it? Oh, so now it's started to work, probably. Thank you. So.
You're good.
Yep. Okay. So we'll start with.
Just needed Teresa here for that.
Well, actually, let's start with the second verse. Indochina, because the ensemble is doing Indochina se lugar. And I want everybody who would like to come in on that line. Más allá del ancho mar. Want to try it? Más allá del ancho mar. Right? So if you don't feel comfortable doing the Spanish, that's okay because the ensemble got you, but it's a beautiful line to sing. So if you'd like to add your voice to the ensemble there, then you're welcome to. Okay? And I know you pointed out it was más allá, but just for how the song goes is we sing más allá del ancho mar. So you can underline that part if you'd like to sing along, and you're welcome to. How many of you think you might sing that part too? Okay, good, great. Okay.
What does it mean?
It means Indochina, which was the name of back then, of the Vietnam region. Indochina is the place beyond the wide sea where the flower explodes with genocide and napalm. The moon is an explosion that that starts all the clamoring, the right to live in peace, and the rest, yeah, right. So that's what you're singing, beyond the sea and with genocide and napalm, yeah. Okay, and so the second line would be más allá del ancho mar, and then then con genocidio y napalm. Con genocidio y napalm. All right, so let's take that verse with the ensemble, and then we'll keep going right in. Does everybody, okay, I know I'm going to make copies of the melody, right, because for some folks, you're good? Right, I'm going to make some. I didn't make them this week, but I'll make some for people who want to see the melody written down. But is everybody familiar with the melody? Should we review that again? You good? What? Okay. Indochina, things right here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Indochina del lugar más allá del ancho mar, donde So I just want to try this. Try going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. My singing. You see you swaying like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because you gotta like feel that sway, and the downbeat's really important. And then you get, the tempo of this really makes the song. So try it. Mendocina se lugar más allá del ancho mar, donde revienta la flor, con el rocío y el mar, la luna es una ilusión que funde por el amor, el derecho de vivir en paz. The right to live in peace. The right to live in peace. Without fear in our country, consciously in unity. With all humanity, no gun can erase the seed that grows through an almond tree. El derecho de vivir en paz. So there's some space in between the verses with the instrumentation, but for now let's go right in. Es la paz nuestra canción. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Es la paz nuestra canción. Es fuego de puro amor. Es palomo, palomar. Oliva del olivar. Es el canto universal. Cadena que hará triunfar el derecho de vivir en paz. And then Susan Lansing, she's going to do some spoken word part with us here. And then after she's done with that, we go, it is peace. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. It is peace thou which we sing, the fire of pure loving So the right to live in peace, and then we go la-las. La 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 el derecho de vivir en paz. La la la, one more time. La 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 Last time we'll go up. Ready? Derecho de vivir en paz. Good. Good. Yeah. Cadena que hará triunfar. That line, yeah. Cadena que hará triunfar. Triunfar. And really, especially that line, you know, la and that la la. If you just kept, you gotta. We're getting used to the words, but once you know you really sing it through, then you just gotta like act like you're in love with the song. You know, like really in love it and just like embrace that line because it's so pretty and like keep it going. You know, and the vowels, especially the Spanish, that keeps you going through. So you know, cadena que hará triunfar. You know, emphasize it. Be, you know, una cadena que hará triunfar. No, let's try. Cadena que hará triunfar. Has to win, right? We got to win. That's what it's about, right? With we got to win. It's love, love, love. Love is the only thing, right? Yeah, it's a love song, you know. Cadena que hará triunfar. Try it again. Cadena que hará triunfar. Nice. Barb.
On the last verse before the second we had right to the people who stand.
Oh yeah, it should. I'm sorry. It should just. Yeah, it should because I was trying to get all on one page. It should just be the English, and then. But when the la-las come, no more English, and that last line is repeated at the end of every verse. El derecho de vivir en paz, the right to live in peace. But okay, good. Any other questions? I'll signal you because it'll depend on the audience and the feel. So we'll probably do it at least 2 or 3 times. Yeah, 2 or 3 times. But that's why I'll signal you. But at the end we'll sing El Derecho de Vivir en Paz 3 times with the last time going up. Okay, good. Yeah.
You know, the line I'm having the most trouble with is the right to peace.
The right. Everybody. The right to live in peace. The right to live in peace. Yeah. Good.
Listen to your CDs.
Yeah, well, it didn't work for her. It worked for some people. So you have to download. It works somewhere. It's some. I can resend it, or I don't know why. Yeah, you have to download it. So you two. So 3 people had trouble with it.
The Google link, just clicked on it, it just wouldn't do anything. Wouldn't let you download.
Oh, it wouldn't let you download. Well, try it again. Yeah. Because of, yeah. So It should work. But if not, I can text you the, the voice, we'll find a way. Great. I think that's good, right? All right. And did you want to do humble, or we're going to do?
I did. I think we probably need to get some people doing that. Maybe we should do Imagine.
Okay.
I know that there were some ensemble people for this, El Derecho. Then there's also a beautiful noise which the teen and young adults choir are doing. And we're going to have a ensemble rehearsal. You're not doing another one, right? Next week?
Oh, we were going to go, we were going to do 6:30 again, but we can change.
I don't know.
Why don't we do this one? Okay, sure.
So if you were going to show up for this one, show up and be part of this. We don't want to teach all of us another song that's got different moving parts in it, but it's the last song in your folder, and it starts on page 8. So it's called A Beautiful Noise. You can listen to it. The artist is the name of the artist?
It's Alicia Keys
Alicia
and Brandon
Keys.
Carlisle.
So look it up, Alicia Keys. You can look it through and see what she's singing it. So it's a duet, and it's been arranged for a 3-part teens and young adults, and then the choir coming in an ensemble. So we can go through that at 6:30. I'll go through it with you at 6:30 next Wednesday. It would be great if you could show up for that.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Oh, is there any music, Shauna, for that? Great. Do we need a sign-up sheet, or are we good?
Show up there if you want to be in that ensemble.
Great. Yes. Who would? Yes. We don't have anybody yet in it, and so we haven't had a rehearsal yet. We're also struggling for teens and young adults, so if you know any of those as well. But we want to support them. I don't see that hand. It just means coming a little earlier. Great. 6:30 next Wednesday. Thank you. And the music will be at the back. Let's just pull it out now. So make sure you grab some and have a look for next week.
Just sing it through.
Let's just sing through as a finish. Yes. Thank you. Take my mask off. Just to finish, we'll go through Imagine because Nina's leading it, but she's not going to be here until she'll be Saturday morning. And you have your parts. Can't emphasize enough how much we all need to support one another for this concert by listening to the tracks, listening to your parts so that you've got it, because we just haven't had enough rehearsal time, and that will mean that we're able to be there and give one another confidence, right, rather than a few people kind of dragging us through until the end when we all pull out our recordings and go, whoa, I better learn it quick. So if you can pull it out and try and just spend a bit of time this week, then we're going to really learn just how to finish those things off for next Wednesday. So I appreciate that. I'm not even sure where to start with this, because it has different parts in it. So, are there 3 parts in the recordings? Oh, okay. Let's just try the different solos. So follow it through. If you find it hard to follow a part, just sing the melody line. But have a look and see where there are solos and see if we can just follow the words, because it's quite a complicated arrangement. Let's see what we can make of it. I think it's just worth plugging on through, and then you can at least listen to your part or decide, I'm not going to sing my part for this, I'm just going to sing the old John Lennon way and do it without any harmony at all. Okay, and that's absolutely fine. We're singing this as the final song that we're singing with all of the audience. So if we got some harmonies, it would be great. If we don't have loads of them, people aren't really going to notice anyway. They're all going to just be singing at the top of their voices. So here we go. Imagine there's altos. Okay, we've got basses coming up. Great, together. Imagine all the people living today. Beautiful. Imagine there's no countries. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people they say. Work out a couple of phrases and how we sing it, and Nina will do that with us because you'll be following her. Sounds great. Just sing it as you love it, and if you want to learn the parts, you've got it in your folder of parts, which we're all going to listen to this week, right? Let's commit to it together.
Oh, good. Great. I'll see if there's something I can troubleshoot. Good. Great. Sounds good, y'all. So, do we have any Community announcements. Anything coming up that folks should know about?
This weekend, Saturday, is Commonplace Strawberry Festival is this weekend at 5 o'clock. Rain or shine, we've got a tent. We have strawberries, bring cream or shortcake and or potluck, and a potluck, we'll do potluck item for dinner. Then we do a song circle, campfire, no dogs.
No dogs. 5 o'clock on Saturday. Saturday. And Sunday morning.
You can camp if you want to bring a tent and camp over. We do a nice breakfast, a pancake breakfast with strawberry syrup. What's it? Oh, it's brunch. Right.
If people don't know what you're talking about, they can come talk to you?
Yes.
Great.
It's a Land Trust community, intentional community in Truxton.
It's beautiful.
I'd like to recommend that new bookstore that just opened up on Salina Street in the 300 block. It's got a lot of stuff that is in our region, like gay, lesbian, other peace. Parthenon books. Yeah, it's very close to the landmark. Yeah.
Thanks, Christian. Any other community announcements? Thursday nights, the Syracuse Peace Council is doing talks about Ukraine. At what time? Diane, when are the Peace Council talks? The Thursday night Ukraine talks. 6 o'clock on Zoom.
The link was in the.
Steve said it's in the newsletter.
It's in our newsletter.
Yes.
Fabulous. Any other community events?
So also this is Allison, she, her. Also on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. I am hosting Zoom dances. I've been doing it ever since the pandemic started, and every Thursday from 7 to 8:30. There's a link you can join. We're also doing it live in the field at Commonplace, but it's great on Zoom too. I make awesome playlists every week, a new one every week.
Awesome. Fun.
Give me your email if you're interested in participating. I'll be here for a little bit.
Cool. Great. So next week at 6:30, there will be an ensemble for A Beautiful Noise. Some people already are planning on coming, but I wanted to clarify and there will not be one for El Derecho. For clarity. 6:30 next week, A Beautiful Noise. And then we've got 2 rehearsals left. Next Wednesday, next Saturday. Saturday will be from 10 to 1. Saturday the 9th. Here. And then we will also be connecting both of those to Zoom. I know how now. Just need Teresa's tools. Okay. Oh yeah. Well, Teresa's singing in the concert, so they better be there. Talk to me about sponsors and greetings. I need to talk to you, Rosie. Okay, fine. There are posters up here. Please share the Facebook event. If you're on Facebook, a lot of people have already shared it to your page. Thank you for doing that. Also, directly invite your friends. So if you know how to do that, you go in, you click share, and then you can click on people to invite them. So that personal invite can make a big difference to people. So take a couple minutes and invite some people who you'd like to see there. And anything else you can think of?
I have a question.
Yeah.
How physically accessible is the site? I mean, I can kind of envision it.
It's all flat. How accessible is the concert site? It's all flat. It's accessible. Yeah. That's why we didn't do it at the amphitheater. Unless it's really wet, it wouldn't be, but we won't be there if it's really wet. The rain date is the following Wednesday, July 20th. And it's not going to rain. No. Because we have a plan for the rain date, therefore it will not rain. So that's the plan. Great. Other questions? Appreciations?
Cliff here. I'd like to appreciate the ensemble that was rehearsing at 6:30. I was outside and I heard them, and it sounded like a choir of angels. And I know it was not a choir of angels, but it was wonderful and beautiful anyway.
You're not far off, Cliff. Other appreciations? I appreciate really helping with the tech earlier and telling me maybe I should plug it in.
Barbara, she, her, I want to appreciate all the notebooks and all the organization and the music being ready and all those things back there. Excellent.
Yeah. Shauna, thank you so much for organizing the music. Other appreciations?
Hey, it's Allison. I want to appreciate Teresa and Allison for the technical stuff because I was doing Zoom the last 2 weeks and it was awesome. I came because I was just pulled into it, but I didn't feel left out, and I could hear everything, and I could hear the leaders, and I could hear the choir, and it was awesome. It's top notch.
What else? Is there something over here?
Coffee says hello from Texas.
Oh, Coffee says hello from Texas. And Diane Agno says, thank you for all your voices. Love, love, love.
Hey, Diane.
Great. We've got some hellos for you, Diane. Anything else?
This probably goes out to Kath for putting all the music for emergency on one page.
That would be some expert work from Diane at Taylor Copy. They do all our printing, and they're fantastic. Any other appreciations, or should we say goodnight? Christian, you're mouthing something with a mask on, so literally no idea. I can tell you have a something to say. All right, never mind. All right. Great. Good to be with you all. We'll see you next week. Listen to your CDs or the tracks, and I'll do some troubleshooting, and see you soon. Oh, what are we?
Hey, bud. Hey. Hey. I forgot your name. Karen. Yes. So I'm gonna come out and see. So, what's in the front? You gotta come.
Colin? Water. I know, it's gonna be fun.
It's fine. Everybody's gonna play. I mean, you were bam like that.
No, I mean, we still got a little bit of time to practice. I have to go catch Rosie.
Yeah.